Welcome back to Risk of Rain. We're finally getting into the groove of things, and I'm raring to keep going, so let's get right into it. First thing I want to point out is that if we go to the monster log, we realize we have now unlocked 15 monster log, which means now we are actually supposed to have the huntress character, so we're going to do a run with her. The cool thing about her basic attack is that you can strafe with it. Like, it'll automatically fire at whatever enemy is closest to you. Huntress also has a glaive that bounces between enemies for lots of damage, and a cluster bomb which shoots an arrow which explodes into many other explosive attacks. Its movement ability is a small teleport, so let's get right into it with the Huntress, which we now actually have earned. What the heck? Of course I'd get this glitch at least once during this series. So, this is kind of hilarious. This is an occasional glitch which happens where the floor is for some reason not solid, which means you constantly fall through the earth until you reach the bottom of the screen, which teleports you back up, and this is an infinite loop. You can't do anything. I just find this so hilarious. Of course this happened while I was trying to record one of these episodes. The good thing about it is that all you have to do to fix it is get out of the game and try again. It's so hilarious though. Alright, now we're not falling through the floor. Let's actually get into the game. Yeah. And sticking with the whole thing we've realized of get to the teleporter as soon as possible, I'm gonna be using the teleport ability basically as often as I can, just to save little bits of time whenever possible. You'll notice that when I misused it and fell through the floor because I didn't know what I was doing, that was a bad example of that. Actually, I'm realizing that Huntress's strafing is actually really good because we can actually still shoot enemies while we're just trying to get to the teleporter. So this is a good way to make sure we're building up money even as we're just trying to find the teleport. I should get to bottom floor just in case it was down here and I missed it because it was off screen. Okay, it doesn't look like it. Alright, so it's taking us a little longer than normal to find the teleporter because it was all the way at the other end of the level. So we'll get that activated and now we can really start working on these enemies. We get the Wandering Vagrant boss. Oh, we fell down. I don't know if we really wanted to do that. The thing about Huntress though is that the strafing doesn't really work if you're in midair, so if you want to get that strafe ability you gotta mostly stick to the ground. And also, Huntress's base HP and I think also its base attack are, I think, the lowest of any character in the game, so this might be a slow start just because Huntress is not very powerful, but Huntress makes up for that in terms of mobility and staying safe by being able to stay away from the enemies instead of being right up in their face and constantly taking damage from them. So, see, all these Murians, these big groups like that are where we want to use the glaive. The unfortunate thing is the glaive can only bounce a certain number of times before it just fades out, so we can't get the entire group. But we did finally get this boss, and we got the boxing glove items, which gives us extra knockback. For Huntress, it's not really necessary because Huntress already has the strafing, so knocking enemies back doesn't really do much that Huntress isn't already good at. Alright, so we're just going to keep going here. Let's get this item, the fire shield. We're getting this early, and considering Huntress is one of the lowest health characters, it's going to probably come into play pretty often here. actually. Somehow, that glaive just completely missed all the enemies, even though Huntress is supposed to auto-target. Sometimes that happens. I mean, usually it happens when you're just cross where the enemies are. Okay. That was not a very good place for an imp shrine, so I should not have even bothered to try. So let's just go back and see if there are any items over here for us to get. Wow, this is a really bad place to be for us. We'll start picking up these drones, because I'm just going to start picking up drones whenever I have extra money, just because, just like the unlocking Huntress was not very legit, unlocking the engineer character was not very legit, because we're supposed to be required to pick up 40 drones in total across all runs, so like for the next couple runs I'll just start picking up drones wherever I can and whenever I have extra money. And eventually at some point we'll just say that we legit got that and we can actually play as miner. I'm probably not going to be a stickler on that for too much, but at least for the characters. I'll try to make sure I actually do the achievements. I got too focused there on attacking. I'm forgetting the whole get the hell out of here. This is actually a missile drone down there. That's a drone I'm going to want anyway, just because it's actually one of the better drones in the game. So we're just trying to find this freaking teleporter. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to need something to boost our damage, otherwise we're not going to get very far. Teleporter is up here. Or if I can get onto it straight. Alright, those guys are down. What boss are we getting? I almost would have preferred the magma worm here, just because with Huntress's special abilities actually work really well against the magma worm. So usually I'm not a fan of the magma worm, but I actually would have preferred it in this scenario. Because like the glaive chains to all the magma worm's different segments, plus the explosive attacks hit multiple segments. So just like, yeah, Huntress's special abilities are very well suited to fighting magma worms. So I would have liked to get that instead of the ancient wisp. Which one do I want here? Oh god, I guess I'll take mortar, because I think mortar should still reach far enough to get the enemies as I run away from them. Oh god, we're dealing with a bunch of missiles down there. That thallium item is really good, although we're running into a health crisis here. You gotta get the fuck it. Just get away and let the drones heal us back up. Alright, we got a situation here. This level may take us a while to finish just because there's that huge horde of enemies and we have terrible damage, so there's not a lot we can do to fix that problem very quickly. This might be a run where we're just screwed by circumstance because we can't get very far, not by us fucking around too much, which is usually what kills us. I think part of that is contributed to by the fact that we got almost no items in the first level, so yeah, it's just generally not looking like a very good run. And if we can finally get these enemies to stop spawning so we can finally like be rid of them. Okay, we took a bunch of damage from the jellyfish, but it triggered the flame orb, which made an explosion, which kind of got them back for us. We've already lost our healing drones. That's exactly why most people don't pick up drones, because they're useful in limited situations and they usually die very fast. Especially the low-level drones like the basic healing drone. There are higher-level healing drones that are have more use because they heal faster and they have more health, so they survive a little bit longer. I think the thallium is going to be actually the biggest source of damage because it's like it's basically poison damage based on the damage of your attacks, plus it compounds upon itself the longer the effects last. So like, if you pay attention to the poison damage numbers, it gets bigger every tick on that enemy. That's basically how thallium works. Okay, we need to get this taken care of. Get enough of these. Okay. I think let's go explore what else is around the level first. We'll come back to that area later. That missile drone could help us a lot with what we're having trouble with right here. Yeah, I think just circumstance of where enemies grouped up and not being able to deal with them very fast. This is just very quickly screwed us over. We're definitely playing from behind right now. And there's not a lot we could have done with that. I suppose we could have gone somewhere else to let the enemy spawn there instead, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm not expecting much out of this run. I feel like we're gonna probably die 3rd or 4th stage. Maybe make it through 3rd stage, but not much more than that. We failed shrines twice, so maybe in that shop we should have taken. Yeah, I think there's like few enough items left we can play one more time. If we double up on an item that's really not that. We're not getting very many items this run, and the items we are getting are not good for this character. So. What can you do? It's just not a lot going right for us. Oof. This will take off. At this point, I'm gonna take that random. Okay. I'm glad I took the random because this could start boosting us back in. We're gonna need luck on how often that activates, but it's a good item for getting in extra damage, which we desperately need at this point. We're gonna have to take this very patiently. We need to get those healing elites dead and fast. Okay. Alright, we're starting to get him down. Alright. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we're still way behind pace here. We're definitely still playing catch up. There's no way to sugarcoat that. Alright, well, let's see how much further we can make it. I'm not optimistic. Hold on. Alright, yeah, oh, it actually looks like for once we got the not broken bridge of this level. We're actually gonna go downstairs in that case because there's a little secret we're gonna get to show you. Why did I walk all the way over? I knew the teleporter wasn't there. Why did I keep walking? Yeah, there's a little bit of time saving we could do, but not much, really. Really kind of been a victim of circumstance here. I don't think anything's there, yeah. There's a lot of drones for us to pick up, and some of we may just have to become reliant on drones, which I think is less of a problem for Huntress because Huntress is so good at staying away from enemies. So I feel like drones could work reasonably better than they do with most characters. And I think we just have so little damage at this point, like we're just gonna have to give it a shot relying on those. Yeah. Looks like, yeah, this stage has got a few drones for us to work with, so that we may just have to decide at this point that that's the path we need to take, because there's not much else we can do. There are a lot of good items here. Oh my god. That's like at least 3 tier 3 or tier 2 chests we've seen already. Or make it at 4. Oh god, we're gonna need a lot of money if we want to get all this stuff. But we don't, we're already getting blighted enemies. This is great. Alright, so we took the long way around, but we did eventually find the teleporter. I like working with this upstairs area because there's a lot of room to walk. Just walk around it. And I think, especially for Huntress, that works better for us than being confined to those smaller spaces. Although, oh my god, this is going so badly. Okay. Oh man. Okay, missiles. So get the hell out of there. Are we seriously relegating to just sitting on this rope waiting to heal up? This is seriously what we've come to. There's just nothing else we can do right now. Maybe get a kill on this guy. And of course it's another missile elite. Because why? Because this game can't just be nice to me. Alright, I need to see if there was like canisters I forgot to pick up that could get us some health back. Fuck it. At this point I just want that Clayman to teleport me so I can finish him off because he's very low health. God damn it. So many things that just are terrible about this run right now. Got probably the worst possible levels for finishing fast to stay survival. And yeah, we are already dead. I think that went on short enough. We'll give it another try. Hopefully we get a little bit luckier. This is now actually 3 games in this, but one ended very fast because of glitches. So I don't know if we really want to count that, but yeah, this kind of an unfortunate episode so far. Hopefully we get a little bit more to work with in this anything. Alright. I'm gonna go upstairs and see if the teleporter is here. We already have a decent enough. Actually, I see this item and I actually really like this item. This is a use item that opens all chests in vision, so this is gonna solve some money woes we might come across. This makes sure that we don't get screwed by all the chests being in a place where the teleport isn't and we don't have money to open them yet, so this will help with that problem a little bit. So we'll use this key to open that chest on the way back if we do not see the teleporter. In fact, oh wait, the teleporter is up here. Alright, well then that frees us up to kind of explore downstairs a little bit more to see what other items we can get. An infusion, alright, this will help. This will do wonders for us. Colossus can walk through those small gaps, so he will like slowly make his way toward us, but this gives us an opportunity to just kill all the other enemies and just slowly get damage on him. Also going to be spawning other enemies. So we definitely have enough money to work with that shrine a little bit, plus then some to explore downstairs, especially with our explorer's key. We want to finish off the Colossus first though, because we want his item. And he's getting there, he's almost done. There he goes, we get his Colossal Knurl, the special boss item. Yeah. If you haven't noticed by now, the items with the yellow outlines are the unique items that certain bosses can give you. And we've gotten that Colossal Knurl a few times. I think we've also gotten the Magma Worm unique item a few times. Alright, so I'm gonna spend some time exploring downwards, try to keep the enemy spread under control as I go. Make sure I don't have to go all around too far. So I do want to get down here and make sure we have enough items like last time. So far the enemies that are already here should be able to just deal with on my way back. Alright, let's pop this key. We get a healing item, the sprouting egg. Get out of here. We'll keep going just a little bit. Imp Shrine? Yeah, okay, I think we'll work with the Imp Shrine, and then after that we'll call it. Soldier Syringe, very nice. And Bustling Fungus. Alright, let's start making our way back. I think we might end up slightly behind good pace, but we'll have much better items to work with this time. And hopefully... we'll see. It depends on how the second level goes, because second level is where everything went horribly last time. Actually, maybe even it was just first level not getting very many items that screwed us over there. So we'll see. I maybe went out a little too far to explore for items, but I think knowing that we got a decent haul of them was, I think, was good. I don't know if it was strictly better than the alternative, but we'll see. Alright. So we'll hit that. We'll end up in the second stage right around the 5-minute mark. So we gotta be especially wary about being fast in this stage. Alright, if teleporter's up here, we're gonna like not let those enemies all gather up in one place. Ideally we want them to just be somewhere else. We gotta just leave those and hope they despawn and we don't have to come back to try to get them. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and open that right now just to get that little bit of extra money from that chest, the canister really. For there, we get another infusion that helps our health woes even more than they were already taken care of. There are 2 missile drones for us to use in this dish. Yeah, 2. Because that was still the same one I saw earlier. So, all right, Magma Worm. Yeah, we already got a decent chunk of his health down. Yeah, we're just kind of walking back and forth here, slowly getting these guys down. I'm mostly worried about that. Actually, maybe I should be more... I was going to say I was mostly worried about that missile leak. Maybe I should be more worried about the swarms of jellyfish coming up on our tail here. Uh-oh. Let's head back the other way because that's where the magma ore was popping up. How are we doing on health right now? Alright, we're slowly getting these guys taken care of. I thought we'd have a little bit easier time with the magma ore, but I think it's mostly just the swarms of enemies just it's kind of absorbing all the bullets meant for the magma worm. Need to use this teleport to get past those freaking jellyfish. Now that enemies have stopped spawning, I may decide to just fall down to this lower level just to kind of isolate the magma worm and or the jellyfish. I think that's probably a good call. Remotely opening those chests just to get us the health drops. Okay, the magma worm's almost done. Alright, the swarm of jellyfish has been taken care of. We just are struggling to get the last few hits on this magma worm because he's in his like rampage phase where he pops up and down much quicker. I don't know if I was just seeing things or if there were actually some enemies back up in that other area that had not despawned yet. I hope that is not the case. Yeah, once again, we are gonna fall a little bit behind pace here, mostly. Just because of these swarms of enemies that we can't kill fast enough. And I think that's partially the fault of taking a little bit longer than we should have in the first level, letting difficulty rise a little bit too much. And the other part of it is just that Huntress is kind of weak. We are going to be able to get some missile drones to help us out in the next levels, though. Okay. Let's go up and get that first missile drone. Alright, man, now we've got some significant drone help in the combat areas. Okay. Let's keep going. This is the Broken Bridge variant. We were not lucky enough to spawn right here next to the teleporter, but we do have this key. If we end up going up the wrong path, we can still get a good amount of items from that path. Alright. Unfortunately, we cannot use the key to open those or the shops. We can only open the chests and canisters. Oh my god, why are all the items are in the things that I can't open with the key. There better be a bunch of, like, just normal chests up here. Well, there's one. It's not what I'd call a bunch. At this point, I just hope the teleport is up here so I can just get out of here. Oh my god, really? I want to see, did this one up here open as well? It did. We get the crowbar. That'll help a little bit. Probably not too much, but it'll help a little bit. I'm just coming over here to grab... Oh, I think the fireworks will help a little bit, especially given what our use item is. I want to just get a few of these dead before I drop down, just so I've got some money to work with. I am fine with that amount. We'll just move on. So the teleporter's over here and we gotta go get it. May come back for that drone. I don't know. I think at this point those missile drones are doing more than I am, so we may just become reliant. Once again, we may have to just decide to become reliant on drones for this run. There are a good number of chests up in this area, since I figured to be backtracking for items anyway, because man. Alright, we finally found the teleporter. I would like to... I was gonna say I'd like to get all the enemies up top into an area that I can work with. I'm gonna have to be very intentional with dodging all the shots from all those mechanical spiders they're called, I guess. Alright. Otherwise, there's just like so many of them, it's going to do quite a bit of damage and I'm not going to be able to handle it. Not doing a very good job of it. Not going so well. Oh my god. Okay, get me out of here, get me out of here. I can get up here and let the bustling fungus heal me. Alright, I think I've got a game plan here. Just kind of cut around this area, and if I ever need to, get up onto that ledge to bustling fungus back up. And I think now is the time. Or just stay up here and let the drones do all the work. I think that's probably a little bit too slow. So I will do a little bit. Oh god. Am I really being relegated to just sitting here letting the drones do the work? Maybe I can drop down just far enough to get them to fire off all their shots. Okay, no more enemies are spawning. That is the good news here. Oh, I should have just used the key on that instead of spending money for it. What am I thinking? I mean, it's the spiders that are going to kill me just because there's so many of them that if I'm not being very careful about actually dodging the shots, I'm going to die very quickly. Yeah, I'm dropping down. I need to come down here. I'll get that drone that we saw. That'll give us a little bit of help here, although he may just die very quickly. This may be a mistake, but I have the key to pick up all the normal items. It's just the slot machines or whatever they are that I'm gonna have to worry about. Maybe I should switch to that item. I kind of want to keep running with the key just so we can make sure we're still getting a steady supply of items, even not having to wait till the end of the level when we have all the money. There's still like freaking 40 something enemies. Oh, we are so screwed here. Golden gun. I guess that kind of works well with the Explorer's Key, since Explorer's Key allows us to keep more of our money instead of having to spend it all on the chests. Oh, cheap spot. Yeah, we're in the cheap spot, definitely. Although, the glaive seems to be completely whiffing. I'm not a fan of that item. I'm really not. Oh man. So once again, we're just not having a good time here. I don't know, like, how much better we can do, like, because like both runs we've just been in a situation where we have to spend a little time, otherwise we're gonna be so screwed for items that we're almost certainly gonna lose anyway. So I guess let's pick up that other drone. Come up to, I think we can manage the upper area a little bit better. Just like get this field taken care of. Crowbar. I guess if we stack a bunch of them, they could start to help us quite a bit, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of this setup because those like bulls or whatever they are gonna very quickly just wreck our drones here. Like, I would not be shocked if one of them dies before we've even killed them. And if those drones could be like actually freaking hit the snow columns, that would be fantastic. Please don't fall down. I don't want to go down there just to chase those guys. And what else can we do here? I'm just running into a terrible situation. I fucking hate this level. I'm just gonna say it at this point. It feels like every time I have to go to it, it just end up being forced to spend way too much time. Either because we go the wrong path and we can't find the teleporter, we have to go all the way around the level again, or there's just like this big fuck ton of enemies that we can't kill fast enough. And sometimes it's both. Most of the time it's both. Even these drones can only help us so much. Finally through with this. Alright. Well, I don't expect us to last to the next level, but we'll give it a shot. And so many things I don't like about how this has turned out. I want to see if there's other items I could possibly get in on screen. No, it looks like there's the only one nearby, so we'll grab it. Telescopic sight. It's gonna be hit or miss. Quite literally. If it can like hit those enemies pretty accurately, I think it'll be just fine. If not, then we'd prefer just about any other item. I'm gonna be risky and I'll heal up with are 2 bustling fungus, which is actually very helpful to stack that. We get missiles, that should help. Now we're firing missiles instead of just the drone. Okay. The items we got so far have me feeling better. There is a little achievement over here for us to get. Yes. Although the item that unlocks is not that good. It's decent, but it's definitely one of those items, like, anytime you get it, you're just like, oh, I wish this was something else. As much as I say we're relying on drones at this point, I am not. There's no way in hell I'm picking up that basic ass drone. That's just gonna die immediately. Come on, can we find the freaking teleporter here? Alright, there it is. Alright, where is our boss? Does that spawn upstairs or downstairs? That is the question. Either way. Oh, okay, it's upstairs. We can actually bustling fungus a little bit right there. That'll give us back up. It's working. Help range. Get our drones fully focused on these guys. We can just find spots like these where we can reach the enemies and so can our drones, but they can't reach us. That will be super ideal, but the freaking spitter status. I think I really want Huntress to do well, and I feel like both these runs have just gone so badly and not necessarily something that we can control. So next episode I'm gonna actually be back with more Huntress runs. I just want to get at least one decent one. Both of these felt like, what the hell do I even do? So until then, see you around.